Today's presentation will be focused on Bad Boy Records CEO Sean Puff Daddy Combs. Combs is not just a CEO, but also is a developed artist, producer, and icon in the hip-hop industry, and has worked with and developed many Grammy-winning artists. Sean Combs' journey started at Howard University in Washington, D.C. He attended classes in business administration and produced weekly dance parties and ran his own airport shuttle service while attending classes. Although Howard University was a great place for him, where he met many friends and did many things, he decided to take his journey elsewhere and decided to focus on the intern they received by a man by the name of Andre Harrell at Uptown Records. Alongside Andre Harrell, Combs rapidly rose to the level of vice president and successfully producing several key artists for Uptown helped develop his great future. Jodeci would be a breakthrough for him. Andre Harrell and friend at Howard, Heavy D, brought the group in and would give Combs his first opportunity to produce, which he would produce in 1991, a song by the name of Come and Talk to Me, which would go to sell over 3 million copies. Combs then would have another break in 1992 as he started to work with what is known as the Queen of Hip Hop Soul, Mary J. Blige, and her first record, what was known as What's the 111, produced by Combs and went to sell over 2 multi-million copies. 1994, first hit song came by Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear. People started to take notice of Combs and his eye and ear for artists and the way to develop and produce them. From that album, Combs would continue to rise in this industry and would have its first Grammy album produced for a group by the name of TLC called Crazy Sexy Cool. Bad Boy at this time is hotter than ever. So they decide to take attention, and their attention was caught by a major label by the name of Arista Records. And Bad Boy would go on to negotiate a deal, and they would sign with them to move forward and rise to the top. Biggie Smalls, also known as Big Papa, Baby Baby, in 1995, the song Big Papa would go and reach the number 6 on the pop charts, as Puffy would know to bring this artist on a rise to the top and one of the best hip-hop artists ever in the game. Music was his thing, but he decided to also take fashion into his own hands. As in 1997, he designed his own line to be known as Sean John, which would go on to be a household name all over the world. But music and clothing and fashion just wasn't enough for Puffy. He decided he wanted his own restaurant. He wanted to be all over the place. He wanted to have a little bit of everything. So he opened his own restaurant by the name of Justin's after his first son. (1998) would also be a great year for Puffy after the sad loss of his friend Biggie Smalls the year before. He would go on to win a Grammy for the best rap album called No Way Out. Puffy Goes Broadway, April 1998, for the first time, and hits the stage in the remake of a Broadway play called A Rise of the Sun. His critics are tough though, but it only makes him want to take the stage more and more because of it. So in 2001, after acting lessons to better his craft and shut his critics up, Combs takes the big screen in the first movie debut called Monster Ball. Then Combs says, you know what? In 2002, I want to produce my own show. I'm going to go behind the camera. So he's an executive producer of MTV's big hit show called Making the Band 2. He would take on a group of guys in order to help them rise to the top. Combs takes a much needed break, and when he comes back in 2005, he's on a big screen again, in a big role in a movie called Carlito's Way to Rise to the Top. And he does a great job. Critics give him a good thumb up. 2008, Diddy decides he needs an assistant. So he says, you know what? I'm going to do my own show called I Want to Work for Diddy. And he does it, and it's a hit. What else can this man do? All the big screen of lights took him away from the music for a while, but Diddy never lose his passion. So in 2010, he decides to come back and work on his latest album known as Last Train to Paris, where he gets rave reviews and much success based on his promotion and marketing. And if you want to catch him now, right now you can catch him in a movie that he co-starred in called Get Him to Greek. I gotta say, Puffy Combs is a bad boy. Combs is a bad boy.